I make $980,000 a year just from Instagram at 16 years old. And I don't mean to roast you, but you're a bot if your Instagram profile doesn't turn leads to clients in less than 5 minutes. That's why you're struggling to add the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100K a month to your business, and why you'll never see results like mine. So last month I did 82K in total cash. Month before that, did a bit over 80K as well in total cash. I've hosted 3 client retreats now, the last one being in Marbella with a private jet, all the clients, yachts, $10 million villa. I've hosted one in Oslo, and my clients are also getting amazing results. I have over 30 clients that are all doing over 20K a month. Most of them are doing over 50K a month, and a good amount of them are doing over 100K a month. And right now, I have over 30 video testimonials. But what is it that is actually stopping you? Because I'm telling you, a coaching business, an info business, there's so much potential in this industry, and there's so many people making 50, 100, 200K a month. And so on the other side of that is a fantastic life with a lot of cash flow. But what is it that is stopping you from reaching the same things? Because there are a few things that are holding you back. Number one, you might be too invested into methods, systems, and strategies that don't work anymore, whether those things actually have worked for you in the past or not, right? So there's something called the sunk cost fallacy, where because you've invested or because you've poured a lot into something, you keep doing it even though it's clearly not working. And you hold the belief that I just need more time and it'll start working eventually. The truth is that time doesn't fix something that doesn't work. If it's not converting now, time will only prove that it won't convert. What it really means is that you're emotionally attached to the effort that you've already put in, and you confuse patience with avoidance. You're looking away from your problems. I have so many coaches that come to me and they tell me this, right? Like they're running, let's say they're running a funnel, like a VSL funnel that is outdated. You know, like everyone has seen a VSL funnel like this before, and it just doesn't work anymore. There's not enough trust. The market doesn't respond well to it. You get unqualified leads that don't show up, that don't close, that don't piff. Right? So it's a big problem where a lot of people have seen this work in the past, and a lot of people are still talking about it because it worked very well in the past, to where they just keep pouring into it even though it clearly doesn't work anymore because they're avoiding their problems. Now, this is a really big problem because if you stick to something that's clearly not working, just hoping that it'll start working eventually, then you're wasting your time. It will never work. There are so many coaches that come to me where, you know, maybe their VSL funnel isn't converting at all. It's just not even profitable. And they have, like, let's say a 30% show rate. And they'll be like, yeah, but once I get my show up to 80%, it'll be fine. It's like, okay, how long have you wanted to try to do that? 1 month, right? And you're already sending them all the testimonials. You already have an SDR dialing all the leads as soon as they book. You already have all the post-booking flow set up. Like, it's not going to magically go to 80%, right? It's not going to magically change. It's going to stay the same. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And you have to change what you're doing if you want your business to change, right? You can't be using something that's not working. It won't start working. You have to look at what are people doing now. What is it that's working now? That's the first one. The second is some of you people think that your market is too saturated. And that's the case for 90% of my clients, and instead they use market saturation to their advantage. Because the truth is, 99% of your competition, they are creating content. They're creating YouTube, they're creating Reels, they're running more ads, more money is being spent on ads than ever, more content is being distributed than ever, and what this does is it creates top of funnel awareness, right? So let's just take like an industry, for example. Let's take, you know, a new business opportunity, BizOp. So let's say like dropshipping, right? There is more top of funnel awareness around these new topics than ever. There's more top of funnel awareness from Brez, TJR, Andrew Tate, Iman Ghodji. There's more top of funnel awareness than ever that making money online is possible, right? So people are more educated, and it's way easier to convert an educated lead. Now, if you can educate these leads that are already top of funnel aware, they're already problem aware, they already have urgency, they already know they want a solution, and you can educate them on your competitors' weaknesses, your advantage, and show proof of it, then you make way more money in a saturated market. I'm in one of the most saturated markets. I'm making a lot of money because I can show that I have better fulfillment and better client delivery than a lot of my competitors who are over-promising and under-delivering. What that does is it then creates more trust. I am able to close the clients, And then, if they get close by my competition, they usually churn because people can't fulfill the promises they make. And then they end up signing with me in the end. So it all ends up in my favor. The fact that it's saturated just means it's a big market. It means people are educating the market for me. And then I can convert that market. I can target the educated leads directly with ads. And I can show why I'm better than my competitors. Then the other side of it is when the market is saturated, you need to find unique positioning, right? So let's say, for example, my client Eric, we were running an offer in the agency space. What we did is we added AI growth integrator agency because there's a lot of competition in the agency space that's very saturated. It's not as new and shiny anymore. There is a lot of top of funnel awareness being created around AI. Everyone is talking about AI, right? And then we created his offer, AI growth integrator agency. And that offer did numbers because we're taking the top of funnel awareness to our advantage and we're finding unique positioning. I'll show you guys another example. So my client Kospra, he's a fitness coach that does $36,000 per month, right? So fitness coaching is one of the most saturated markets. But that also means when it's oversaturated, often it's a little bit confused. Now, every market where it's oversaturated, that means there's a lot of top of funnel awareness, and what people want is something new, different, and that is better. And when we did the competitor research, people have very basic programs with low success rate, and they're too specific, they're too generic, they're too normal also. What we did is we wanted to close a gap between what the market wants and what's currently there. So we wanted to create a new opportunity that we can prove with results and it's intact with what people really need. So we created his unique angle, which was helping people achieve the golden ratio body, but making it more around health, right? We went from pumping iron under the sun to pumping rubber under blue lights. We went from eating real nutrient-dense foods to eating literal bugs. We went from hitting the beach with a vital body to scrolling reels for 8 hours a day. So what we're doing is we're creating something that's different, where people are thinking, oh, this is true. This does resonate. And there's not that many people talking about it. So we've taken fitness coaching as a broad concept. We've made it something more specific. That's a unique angle that only he can credibly claim because of his story, right? So that is what we do when there's a saturated market. The fact that it's a saturated market just means there's more top of funnel awareness than ever, and you use it to your advantage by finding a way, by creating a unique angle, being better than your competitors, and then we run ads to these educated leads and we convert them directly into your funnel. It's way cheaper. It allows you to scale very, very quick. That's how I've been able to make 80K a month at 16, is because we convert an educated market, we steal top of funnel awareness, and we have a unique angle in our positioning. And the third thing is that some few people believe is that you need more case studies. Let me tell you this. The most powerful case study you have is the self case study, which is it's so powerful because that's what people really care about. People will buy just because of you. They don't even need to see that many client results as long as your story resonates, because at the end of the day, they're buying from you. Then, second of all, when someone has a lot of case studies and a lot of client results, everyone can tell that they're selling a course. When you lean more into your self case study, you can pretend that you're actively seeing results from what you're marketing, or if you actually are. So for example, with Arthur, it's like, I'm currently making 15K a month setting appointments. We're not saying, hey, buy my appointment setting course. We're saying my DMs are open for advice. Learn how I do it. We're actively doing it. We're putting the attention, hey, I'm making money from doing this, and we show the same lifestyle. And then people trust him more because he's not selling a course and flexing client results. He is showing that he is actively doing it. So we're leaning more into the self case study. That's the most powerful case study you can have. And keep in mind, case studies isn't even the most important part. The most important part is how you present the case studies, the results that you have, or how you present your own case studies, how you present your positioning, how you put all this together into something that actually works and not an outdated VSL funnel. And that is the main thing that I've focused on presenting. When I did my client retreat in Marbella, I presented the profile funnel that allows me to make over 80K a month by converting leads in less than 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes of landing on my Instagram, people pay me $5,000 to $10,000 because I've structured my profile funnel to convert better than any landing page. And that is exactly what you need, right? You don't need more case studies. You don't need to step into a new market that is less saturated. In fact, that's to your advantage. You just need to stop being too invested in something that doesn't work and switch over to the profile funnel. Now, the entire mastermind, the private mastermind that I did in Marbella that people paid me over $10,000 for, is out on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and look at it. It'll show you exactly how to set up this profile funnel.